Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is of course City Skylines 2 with me, Emori, and we are in the beautiful city of Addingholm. This is where we ended last time. I think we tested out the Netherlands pack quite good, but there's still some things that needs to be tested, and I'm thinking about the graveyard or cemetery, whatever you want to call it. We do have some room up here that we could use. We could possibly use this island here, but I'm thinking I will save that for, building like we've done here. So we have this area right here, which is good. We have the highway here, which is going to be moved in the future, but we'll start by just expanding the canal just a little bit. Here we have expanded the canal a little bit and built a road all around so we can have the outlines of the cemetery all done. Now we just need to find it. It's gonna be here under decor, and there is the Netherlands cemetery. And wow, okay, so the main building is quite large, as you can see. I want this to be a big, luscious, green cemetery. So yeah, we have to expand this quite a lot because the main building here is taking up about 25-30%. So let's remove this and actually remove the highway here. It is out of bounds, so we need to buy a couple tiles extra. Let's see, there it is. I think, yeah, we can definitely afford this. As you can see, it's gonna cost a little bit, but we are rolling in the money. We are actually 262,000 plus an hour, so we have a lot of money. So let's move this highway and make this area just a little bit larger. We don't need to buy any more than that. All done, and we definitely have a lot more space to play with now, which is excellent. As this is, the canal parts of the town, we might make the cemetery its own small canal. So let's start with the path. We're going to use this one, narrow keyway with pedestrian paths. So let's build something a little bit curvy here and try to get these two as close together as we possibly can without it being too problematic. The internal canal is now done, and when the water fills up, I think it's going to look really good. We do of course going to have a couple of pedestrian passings right over it when it's done, but for now that's a good start. And on this side I did extend the subway line a little bit because that's basically going to be the northeast border of the cemetery, which by the way has increased quite a lot in size, so it's now probably 4 to 5 times as big as we originally planned it. But let's start by putting down the main building. I think we're doing well. Yeah, as you can see, we're still doing well. Oh, this UK church though could look really good, so let's add that one as well. I think that's gonna look good. We could still fit it, but the main building, we're just gonna plop down something like that. That will do fine. We do of course need to have a couple of main roads within, or one main road. We're gonna use an alleyway because we need it to be quite narrow. We don't need large road within the cemetery itself. Let's curve this down to where the UK church will be placed. I think we'll just curve it down like this, and it's gonna end there. Yeah, we definitely have plenty of space to put it, and I think it should look really good. There it is, and this is probably, where it all started. Perfect. We now have some hedges placed on the south border of the cemetery, as well as some parking, and we are now ready to actually start decorating the cemetery itself. The base cemetery will set you back 27,500 a month, but it will give you a capacity of 3,260 bodies, which is good. We can upgrade this with a couple of things. The crematorium is one thing, costing us 350,000, but it gives us a 300 processing speed. You can place this down wherever you want to. All you need to do is connect it with pads. As you can see, 20,000 a month and 300 bodies a month for processing speed, that would be. But I will delete that because I do not require it. There's also the hearse garage, which will add another 9 hearses to your fleet. We have some columbarians in different styles and sizes, costings from 2,000 to 6,000 a month, but it adds a lot of capacity depending on your size. We also have the burial size are as well in different sizes, adding capacity. I like this curved one. We can also go for this one, which is quite cute. And again, you can place these down wherever you want to. All you need to do is connect them with pads. We also have these large ponds here and the auditorium. They add well-being and indoor recreation. I'm not sure why they add indoor recreation when they are clearly outside. Then we also have the House of Remembrance, which is a unique building adding 5 well-being within 2.5 kilometers. I'm going to use a lot of these and some decoration, of course. When you're done, all you need to do is connect these and they are now a part of your cemetery. As you can see here, everything works as it should. I haven't showed you one thing though, and that is this. This is the burial site, and this does not need to be connected. So these adds another 16 capacity and cost 25 a month. So that's excellent. We're going to use a lot of these, but it's going to be very, very expensive if we filled up that entire space with just those things. So I'm going to use a couple of these. These are included in the base games. They're just fake. They are for decoration, but I don't want to, ruin the city finances with this cemetery. So yeah, let's start decorating. So the basics of the lower parts are now done. I don't think I'm going to add more upgrades to this part of the cemetery. Maybe a couple more of these burial grounds that does not need to be connected. Otherwise, just some pads, greenery and decoration. I'm just reinstalling the hedges here as I had to remove them because of the new entrances that we built. So let's put down the last one like that. And then another thing that came with the Netherlands packs were these props. So these are cemetery gates. So I'm just going to place them down on each side of these path. Maybe like that. I will move. Okay, let's move actually this one and make it a little bit more nice. and then the hedge as well. And now we have a beautiful cemetery gate. I think that looks stunning. I will remove the street light, of course, that's in the way. And with a little bit of time, it can look something like this. The south side of the cemetery is complete. We have a lot of graves, we have the House of Remembrance, and a lot of greenery, as you can see. And I have to say, I'm really impressed with this pack. And I said a little bit of time, but this actually took around 2 hours. I'm not really quick when it comes to things like this, but I do have to say, I think that the results speak for themselves. And another 2 hours later, this is how it looks. We've added some parking outside of the small church there, and another bridge actually over the internal canal, as well as a couple of columbariums here, as you can see to the right. Let's zoom in so you can see a little bit better. I think it looks stunning. I'm very happy with the results, and the church actually fits in quite nicely here. So yeah, so far so good. But this, as you can see, is going to be a very big, very massive cemetery indeed. So another piece of the cemetery is done, and a lot of greenery has been added, as you can see, and I love that. I love cemeteries that's almost like they are in the woods. What's good with greenery is that they muffle some of the sounds. So you hear a little bit of the city there, but in here, nothing. You only hear the birds. That's what you want to hear. You want to have a nice, peaceful cemetery. And there we go, the border of the cemetery is pretty much complete now, and as you can see, we still have a lot of things to do, around 50%, so that's gonna be pretty much the same as we've done before. So I'm gonna be back in just a little while and we'll look at the finished results. And it's finally done. The cemetery looks amazing, I have to say. It's a little bit big. To be honest, it's a lot bigger than I was planning it to be, but I think it's gonna be a good contribution to the city going forward. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. If we zoom in again and take a look on the numbers, okay, garbage is already piling up, good. Let's start by renaming the cemetery. It's not going to be called NL Cemetery, it's going to be called Ringholm Central Cemetery for now. We might change that in the future, but it adds a well-being within 2.5 kilometers of 13 and 49 indoor recreation. Gives us 8,261 spots and costing us a whopping 225,000 a month. But I think we can afford it. Yeah, because we're making 271,000 an hour, so that's good. But let's not forget about the final flyby, and let's start down here by the UK church. This is probably where it all started many years ago, and then throughout the years it evolved to this massive green beautiful cemetery that it is today. And actually I'm very happy about this, you know, latest update. I think this is a good news for City Skylines 2, and I hope more is going to be like this in the future. This is probably through DLCs how we're going to be able to build parks, amusement parks and zoos as we could have done in CSD Skylines 1, and I'm really choked about it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you very much for watching, and if you did enjoy this episode, please give me a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comments what you liked and of course what you didn't like and how this new update is going for you. Yeah, until the next time, please do have a good one.